Yo, yo. Let me talk about this coronavirus with y'all. I came out bold a while back. I told y'all what was gonna happen with this coronavirus. You could go back and look at my older videos about it. And I said way back when there was about 70 cases in the United States, I said this shit was gonna get nasty. I said this shit was gonna get crazy. I said that it was gonna be it could be a start of a real epidemic. Way before anybody was really talking about it. Way before it was ever a big deal. I called it from the very beginning. Because I legitimately, genuinely don't think I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to viruses, and how they spread and the history of them. And this is the first time in a long time that mankind has faced a highly contagious virus like this one with a as a high lethality as this one does. And I said in the beginning that my original prediction was that as a human, we have heart and we have emotions. And we're going to get very emotional and we're going to say, we can stop this virus, we can stop this virus, we can stop it. And I said, we're not going to stop it. I said, right when you let your guard down, it's just going to start all over again and it's just never going to end. But after seeing what China has done, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm very, very impressed and completely surprised that they have done as well as they have at controlling the virus. And they haven't eradicated it yet, but they're getting closer and closer every day. And there is a chance that they are going to eradicate this virus in their country. And that would be an incredible feat, because a highly contagious virus like this one that has spread to that many people throughout history, swine flu even, Spanish flu, all these other crazy epidemics, these pandemics, once it starts hitting over 100,000 people, I mean, it's only a matter of time before it hits millions and millions and millions of people. You know, the Spanish flu infected 500 million people. And back then, the population on Earth was a lot lower than it is now. So that was a lot of people. Killed over 50 million people. Coronavirus, I mean, if we don't get it under control and it spreads like the Spanish flu did, I mean, there's a higher population now. I mean, this could spread to over 1 billion people. And with a 3% mortality rate, you're looking at, that's 30 million people that could die. 30 million deaths. That's about 3%. So this could be very bad. This could be very bad. But I'm not gonna lie, man, after seeing what China has done, it does look pretty hopeless at this point, scientifically, logically speaking. And I know as a human, it is emotional to say this, but I know emotions cloud judgment. But I do think that there is a chance that maybe, just maybe, if we learn from China and watch closely, maybe we really can beat this virus. I don't know if we will. We might not. We might think we beat it for a couple months, and we're going to let our guard down. Everything's going to return back to normal, and it could come right back with a vengeance. I don't know what's going to happen, but after seeing what I've seen in China and what I've seen in South Korea, there is a chance we can beat this virus together if we think and we act intelligently. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to say nothing, but if everyone doesn't start wearing masks and you think you're going to stop this virus, good fucking luck, because that is impossible. Anyone that's hunkering down in their house is eventually going to have to come back to the grocery store to get food. And when they do, if you don't wear a mask and people aren't wearing masks and you think you're going to stop the virus, you are absolutely fucking delusional. China, the ones who had the most success getting where they are today, they did it. You'd walk outside in China, every single person had a mask on. And if you didn't have a mask on, you'd be stopped by the police. South Korea, they're doing a very good job of controlling. Every single one of them has a mask on. If you think you're going to beat this virus without using every tool at your disposal, you can think that there's masks are useless and they don't work. You can think that all you want, but South Korea, highest IQs in the world, they know the facts, and the facts are they do work. They do help a lot. That's why they use them. Not because they're the stupider than everybody else, but because they have the highest IQs of any country in the world, among the highest. And they know to put that fucking mask on because it helps a lot. And that's why they're getting 50 cases a day while the United States is getting 35,000 cases a day. Because they're wearing masks and the United States is not. Stuff like that. There's a lot of other things that go into controlling this virus, but that's a big one right there. There's a lot of other things we have to do to eradicate this virus. But I'll tell you right now, we can do it. It is possible. But we can't do it being delusional and thinking delusional things that are just because the news told me masks don't work and not to wear them, I'm not going to wear them. If we keep thinking like that, we won't beat this virus, and this will infect millions of people, unfortunately. And it's going to kill millions of people, unfortunately. You know, that's just the way it is. But I will say that I know I said from the beginning that we're never going to beat this virus. We're just going to get emotional in the moment, and we're going to think we're going to beat it, and we're going to really start to believe it. And at the end of the day, when it's all been said and done, we're somehow, some way, just it's going to get us. And nature is going to take its course. But there is a chance, I could be wrong about that, there is a chance we can beat this if we act accordingly and do the right things. If we do manage to do that, though, and we do manage to eradicate this virus, I believe this would be the first time in modern history we have ever, as mankind, ever defeated and stopped the virus dead in its tracks like that. That is that highly contagious as this one. That's a new one like this one. When we don't have vaccines against. It would be the first time in the history of mankind we've ever done anything like it. It'll be like the Spanish flu, rewriting history. I mean, it will literally, this will be absolutely the first time in the history of mankind, if we manage to beat this virus, that we've ever done it ever. That we've ever eradicated a virus that is as highly contagious as this one. It would be a legendary feat as a society and as man. But history, or the future, isn't written in stone. The future is our decision, and we decide how it's going to end. So think about it. and decide.